Hello, everyone. This is Anastasia with One Cosmic Heart. Um, it is still morning here, and it is a gorgeous, gorgeous day. I think it's already 70, and we're just in the beginning of October. So these are just, I guess it's Indian summer, really beautiful weather. So a couple of days ago, I asked a question on Facebook. I asked, what could you use support with? I wanted to see what people wanted support with, and I was going to find a frequency number to share with people. So we're going to be tapping with frequency numbers. And I got one response, and I'm going to read it because I want to read the words that this person, what they were asking for, basically. And then I found two numbers that would fit what she was looking for. So I hope that some of this speaks to some of you out there listening. Um, it definitely spoke to me. So I think this is just a really, really nice topic. So the question that I posted was, what could you use support with? And Catherine, a friend of mine, responded, trusting the process of finding my way into a beautiful, fulfilling life. I am, excuse me, I am well on my way, but sometimes still fall back into fear, self doubt, and lack of clarity. So she was looking to trust the process as she moves towards moving towards working her, working her magic in her life. And just checking something on Facebook. Okay, great. Okay, so trusting the process as she moves towards her beautiful life. And as we all experience, we may hit ups and downs, lows, little bumps in the roads, things like that. So we might have some self doubt. So I found two numbers. I'm going to share both of them. It wasn't, I had to find the two numbers to fit all of what she was looking for. So the first one, which I feel is, I hope is going to be very uplifting for people, because the description is, for me, feels very high vibe. So the first number we're going to tap on, what that is going to represent is, for everything you have ever wanted to come true. And there is a little caveat. It says, only if it is for the highest good. So of course, we may have desires that may not be for our highest good always, or it might just be the timing is off. So that's just a little caveat. But we'll just stick with, for everything that you ever wanted to come true. And that is always evolving anyway. So what we may have wanted at the beginning of the year may have changed, and that's totally fine. So you can tap with this number. For those of you that have not tapped with me before, we're just going to be tapping on your chest area here. I like to use my 4 fingers, and I'm just tapping all around. Some people like to take their fingers and trace down the collarbone and tap right at the end here, but that's not necessary. So I just like to do this. I'm going to say a number, and I'm going to repeat it 3 times. As I say this number, there are little moments where I pause just to take a little break. So it's a pause in the sequence of the number, and I encourage you to pause as well. You can listen to me tapping, but I think the best thing is for you to tap too. Tap with me. So as I tap and I say the numbers, you're just going to repeat the numbers back. Again, we're tapping for everything you have ever wanted to come true. Okay, so again, tapping here, and the numbers go like this: 2 7 4 1 3 0 0. 2 7 4 1 3 0 0. 2 7 4 1 3 0 0. And then just take a pause, take a nice deep breath in and out. I like to just put my hands up over my heart after I do a number, just sort of helps to bring in that energy. And again, this is for those of you that have not tapped with me before. Tapping with numbers, each number sequence holds a frequency, holds a vibration, holds an energy, holds an intention. I use the same example over and over again, I think because it's easy to understand. Stones, crystals, rocks also carry a vibration and a frequency and an energy. And whether or not you are holding it, or I happen to wearing a necklace right now. So whether you're wearing it, holding it, it's in the room with you, it is emanating that vibration. That frequency is being put out into the room. And of course, the closer you hold it to your body, you now have that energy and frequency much closer to you. So it's working, it's energy, it's magic, if you want to use that word. So same thing holds true with numbers. As we put different numbers together, they are holding an intention, a vibration, an energy. How do you use these? You tap once a day, twice a day, as many times a day as you want with the numbers, with the intention of bringing this thing in. So we just tapped on for everything you ever wanted to come true. So the other way to do it, which is a really easy and fun way, and this is a really big bottle. So this did have apple cider vinegar in it. It no longer has apple cider vinegar. It's just water, nice filtered water. And what I did is with this is I was using a different number sequence, but you can take the one that we just used, if that's the number sequence you want to use, and simply put the glass filled with water on top of that number. And that number that's sitting at the bottom here is going to be infused into the water. The other thing you can do is write that number sequence down on a piece of paper. I have a lot of notes here, but you could just take that number, which is right here, and you can tape it facing towards the inside of the water bottle, and that's going to infuse the water as well. Okay, so those are easy ways to infuse, to use the number sort of, I don't want to say indirectly, but you're not having to do the tapping. And then what you do with this is you let it sit for 2 hours minimum. You can let it sit longer. It doesn't matter if it sits longer. I don't think it increases in potency, but you definitely want to leave it for two hours. And then what you do is you would add a little bit of this to your regular drinking water. You don't have to do the whole thing all in one time. It's not necessary. But I mean, I'm kind of just doing this like maybe 2 or 3 fingers, or I would definitely do more than a couple of tablespoons, but it's up to you, and see how you feel with that. So the other number I wanted to do today, based on what Catherine had asked, is this is the description, and then I'll do the number sequence. So this is for acceptance of what is. So whatever's going on in your life, this is for the acceptance of what is going on, your contribution to your life situation, to see this clearly. So again, to see whatever is going on in your life clearly, for guidance to navigate your way through the situation at hand. And the reason I chose this card is just because she had asked for, sometimes we're moving through life and we've got our goal, but we have a little self-doubt. We hit a little bump in the road. We might hit a setback, or we might just not be feeling our best someday. So this is for acceptance of what is, your contribution, I'm just repeating, to your life situation, to see the situation clearly, and for guidance to navigate your way through the situation at hand. So the guidance part, I think, is what speaks to Catherine's comment about, when I'm feeling in doubt, when I'm struggling a little bit. So the guidance to kind of move through that. So I will do this number sequence. Again, I'm going to repeat this. We're going to do it 3 times. You can follow along with me. We're tapping right here. And this one goes like this: 8, 9, 6, 5, 2, 1, 5. 8, 9, 6, 5, 2, 1, 5. 8, 9, 6, 5, 2, 1, 5. And then you can stop, put your hands over your heart area, Take a nice deep breath in and out. What's nice with these is if you can get up and just walk a little bit just to integrate what we just did. Again, we are moving energy in the body, so feel free to drink some water after. Um, Drink some water throughout the day. If you're going to be doing this throughout the day, it's a really good idea to just increase your water level. Um, some people feel a real burst of energy when they tap with the numbers. Like they feel different. Some people don't feel anything at all, and that's totally fine. And sometimes, and I don't see this too often, but sometimes again we're moving energy, so you might feel a little tired or a little sluggish. Your body might be going through a little bit of a detox because the topic that you're working on might be like a core issue or something that you're going through really deeply or profoundly at the moment. So your body might be purging some of the um, some of the stuff around this topic. So don't don't feel intimidated or don't feel bad if you don't feel like this. Whoa, this incredible energy. Not everyone feels that. Some people do. Um, Some people feel that the more they tap with it, some people feel it right off the bat. So, if there is a number that speaks to you, if there's something that is calling to you in these little segments that I do, I would encourage you to take a number and tap on it throughout the week. Just sort of have that as your theme for the week. Not so much a goal, it can be a goal, but I would say it's a theme. And so you're tapping with that intention because you're wanting to call that into your life. So, again, we started with tapping for everything that you ever wanted to come true in your life, and then for acceptance of what is and for guidance to help you along the way. I hope this has been helpful. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave it in the chat for me and I'll check back. And I hope you all have a wonderful day.